Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm good, Hillary. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Good. Very excited for tonight's presentation.
Well, we're excited to have you.
Hello,
So, hi there. How are you?
we're good.
Good, good. We have Michaela working in the background here, and she's going to just continue to let everybody in.
Okay,
And in 6 minutes, Hillary, I'll introduce you, and you can take it from there.
awesome. You can see my presentation?
Yep, you're good.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm just going to check the video to make sure it works, if that's okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
'Cause I think,
Yeah.
okay, all right, perfect. The video, make sure we
Yeah,
can play
pull
it.
that down a little bit. The video,
Hold on.
the screen down. Yeah. Just so see this better. Not that it matters.
No, it's not playing this way. Okay, bear with me. Oh, there we go.
Hmm.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
I
Perfect.
turned the mic off.
Yes, it sounded great.
Thank you.
Michaela, are we going to be muting everyone or just asking everyone to mute themselves? If you could just give me direction.
Buddy.
Michaela?
I will be muting everybody.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, no worries.
Are you staying on for the entire time with me?
Yes.
Sweet. Thank you.
No worries.
Gotta love you gotta love having all this backup IT.
Right? I couldn't do it. There's no way.
Okay. I think we're all set. I will be back in about 3.5 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we'll just get started
Hello.
shortly. Yeah, hello. We'll just get started shortly. We're just
Thank
waiting
you.
for everyone to get on. No worries.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hi, everybody. We'll get started in about 3 minutes here. We're just allowing more people in, so just bear with us for a couple more minutes. If I can just ask everybody to ensure that their own screens are muted, just to cut down on the background noise so that we can all hear Hillary and the videos. Thanks.
It's kind of nice on an evening sitting watching a presentation where you don't have to get out and worry about the snow, isn't it?
Okay, Michaela, if you can just continue to let people in as they jump on, that would be awesome. And if you can just make sure that they're muted. I want to make sure that we can give Hillary as much time as necessary because I know she's got an awesome presentation and a wonderful product. So
Sounds like
thanks, Michaela. So first of all, it's I've got 1 minute after 7, so I do want to get started and be punctual. Appreciate everybody's time. I'm Scott Stewart, and I'm the president of BST Vacations, and it is my honor to introduce and have Hillary Brown with us, who is the director and of business development for Eastern Canada for Viking River Cruises. So we've got the big wig here with us tonight to go through the entire thing. We're going to, if you have questions as something goes along, feel free to put it in a chat. We will open it up for a little Q&A at the end, but obviously time will be sensitive, and I'd just be afraid that we may not get to all the questions. But certainly we've got Michaela on board that will be keeping a list of the questions so that we can get back to everybody. We have your email address because you pre-registered, so we can certainly do that as well. So you didn't come on board to hear me. So Hillary, over to you.
Thank you, Scott. I didn't mind listening to you. It was a pat on the back for me, so I was appreciating it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for, I'd say, come out this evening, but the fact that you're sitting in your living rooms and enjoying the presentation, sit back, relax, and enjoy my presentation on Viking. So yes, my name is Hillary Brown, Director of Business Development. I am very excited to share all to do with the world of Viking. Now, Viking is actually a bit bigger than just river cruising. We offer river expeditions.
Oh, Hillary, you hit your mute button.
Oh, thank you. All right. So we are one Viking. We are truly the largest fleet of small cruise ships. We sail over 5 oceans, 21 rivers, and 5 Great Lakes. And once you are a Viking client, you truly are a loyal Viking client because at the end of the day, they're all sister ships. You're just looking for that new itinerary. So when it comes to, we're going to talk a little bit about rivers, oceans, and expedition today, because really we do have a great brand, Viking, and I'm sure you see us on commercials, especially with the Winter Olympics right now. We have that breakfast television. Funny enough, 8:50 every 8 a.m. We are on the telly there. So again, I know you've heard of Viking. We're a household name. So really, we sail over 7 continents. We own most of our ports. And we have a
Oh, you muted yourself again, Hillary.
I don't know why I keep doing that. I apologize. Thank you for letting me know. I'm hitting enter, but I don't know why it's hitting mute. Thank you, Scott.
No
I don't know
worries.
what I'd do without Scott tonight, so I appreciate that. So really when it comes to Viking, we're not everything to everyone. And really what that means is that we truly believe that the destination shall remain the destination. We're not the big ships that have roller coasters and go-karts and all that fun stuff on there. We are not everything to everyone. We want you to get off the ship. We want you to enjoy the history, the culture, really enjoying the destination that remains the destination. Um, and then of course, we hire the best staff in the cruise industry. We have the highest retention rate. Our staff just keeps coming back. And what that really does is Torstein Hagen, the owner of Viking. He treats us like family. And at the end of the day, that allows us to treat you like family. So it's a full circle of being a. So here we are, and I just really want to talk about, this is really the next couple of slides really comes down to river, ocean, and expedition. And on every ship, we have guest lectures. We have port talks, all telling about what's happening the next day and really going out and telling you all the history when we go into visiting those small towns, quaint cities. And then, of course, destination performances, bringing local entertainment on board and cooking demonstrations. This is actually one of my favorite as well, is that going on our ocean ships, we actually have a separate kitchen that one of our excursions, we take you off board and go with one of our chefs, pick up the local ingredients, you'll come back on board, and then of course you'll make your own cooking with him. So I really enjoy that. It allows you again really to experience the what destination, what culture, what that the tasting, the feeling, really bringing that into life when it comes to Viking. Of course, craft demonstrations, wine tasting. You're definitely not going to go bored when you go through culture and history with Viking. So let's talk about what we are not versus what we are before we go what we are. So no children under the age of 18. Torstein Hagen, again, for anyone that's just joined us, the owner of Viking, says that he loves to travel with his grandchildren, but we don't need to always travel with everybody else's grandchildren. So no children under the age of 18. We don't nickel and dime you. There's no casinos on board. There's no umbrella drinks, no photography sales, no art auctions, no charge for Wi-Fi. All our ships are outside staterooms. So again, really allowing you to have the full experience, going out and looking out your window and seeing the destination again. So really, as I said, no nickel and diming. We want you to feel home away from home, and you shouldn't have to dip in your pocket when on vacation. You shouldn't have to pay for your vacation when on vacation. And we'll go into a few of the what is included. But again, no children under the age of 18 and no casinos on board. And what is the inclusive value when it comes to river, ocean, and expedition is that every port includes an excursion. And we have free Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about that. You'll always be connected. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is included. Wine and beer is included with lunch and dinner. 24-hour coffee stations, specialty coffees and teas with pastries and muffins and croissants. You're definitely not going to go hungry. So hopefully everybody's eating and you're not hungry right now, and I'm not making you too hungry. But again, really going off and visiting those, as I said, destination, remaining the destination, going to visit those UNESCO sites. And we spoke about the enrichment lectures, as well as all port taxes and fees are included. Again, not nickel and diming you. And then when you book air inclusive, live with us, your ground transfers are included. So when it comes to that port, that every port includes an excursion, you'll always have a choice. You'll have local life, working world, and we talk about privileged access. I can sit here and tell you all about it, but I'm actually going to let Karina Hagen tell you more. So enjoy the video. Just give it a minute here and it's coming.
At Viking, we offer our guests the iconic and the expected, of course. But we also appreciate that we're all different. While I might be interested in more of a local life experience, a visit to a farmer's market in France, or a home visit along the Volga River in Russia, others might be more interested in understanding how a local economy works. So they might be interested in a factory visit. Or on a smaller scale, a visit with a Portuguese baker. My record! So local life and working worlds are experiences that we include for our guests. And then we have privileged access. And that really is privileged. We open doors to places that otherwise aren't open. We share some of our friends' homes and palaces and castles around the world that they otherwise wouldn't share with just anybody. We open museums before and after closing hours, and we provide our guests with experiences that are not buyable. These owners appreciate that the Viking guest is different. The Viking guest is traveling to learn. The Viking guest is traveling to connect. Hosts in various destinations actually really enjoy sharing their worlds with our guests because it's a mutually rewarding experience. And what I enjoy very much is seeing that it's not just our guests with big smiles on their faces, it's also our hosts. Everybody leaves pleased, and that's hugely rewarding. The Viking way. Local life, working world, and privileged access. It's a commitment to make sure that we do everything we can to give our guests real experiences and privileged experiences beyond their expectations. That's what sets us apart from many other cruise lines. That's the Viking way.
I hope you enjoyed that video because there's a few more videos that I love sharing with you because it really shows about Viking. You'll see the inside ships of that as we go through our presentation. So as I said, when it comes to Viking, for anybody that's just joined us, we are the largest fleet of small cruise ships. When it comes to river, we're 190 passengers, ocean, just under 1,000 passengers, and expedition, 378 passengers. So right now I'm going to talk a little bit about river, and then we'll go into ocean and then end with expedition. And you'll start to see the similarities with the Viking cruises. Just before I get started, I really wanted to show you an inside video of our ship. So again, please enjoy. hope you enjoyed that video, because really when it comes to river cruising, we are really at the doorsteps of the destination. Again, just going into our river voyages, again, outside staterooms, convenient, comfortable. All our beds are king size beds with and into the bathroom, non-fog mirrors, heated floors. All our ships are 190 passengers. Really, it does allow you to have a new experience every day with Viking River voyages. But when it comes to culture and history, as I mentioned, right in the heart of the city, every day includes a city tour. All your meals are included, and really comes down to the intimate experience when eating on board. When you have on board, we have, and I'm going to go into it a little bit more with the ships, but when it comes to our ships, is that you always have a place to sit and eat. And we have our main restaurant, which has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then, of course, we have our Aqua V Terrace, which also has our a la carte breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So when it comes to river cruising, I always highly recommend the Rhine or the Danube if this is your first river cruise. And our top 3 itineraries is the Rhine getaway, which is Amsterdam to Basel. It's an 8-day itinerary. And then, of course, you can always add a pre or a post, extend your destination a little bit more. But here we have 6 guided tours included, visiting 4 countries. One of the cities that we do, and it really comes to the working world, is in Kinderdijk, the Netherlands. This is where we have from the 18th century, there are 19 windmills here, and one is actually only working, that we actually go in and do a full visit with a guide and explain the features and how a windmill works, and you actually go inside and enjoy that. Koblenz, Germany. From the 13th century, it's actually the only castle, Marksburg Castle, that was not destroyed. Again, this is an inside visit that we go in with our tour guides, as well as your program director, and you go in and you fully enjoy the Marksburg Castle, and of course walk around Koblenz, Germany, where you can enjoy the city view there as well. Strasbourg, France. This is a couple of the stops that we are on the Rhine getaway, where Strasbourg, France, you can go in and you can do a foodie tour. We can do a wine tour here, or you can actually just go and do a full city tour. So again, lots of options when it comes to your excursions. Romantic Danube is our #1 Danube itinerary on the rivers, Budapest to Regensburg. And you can also do the reverse, Regensburg to Budapest, an 8-day itinerary visiting 3 countries. And again, doing a pre and post, you can do a pre and post in Nuremberg, Regensburg, Prague, or Budapest. And of course, going into Passau, Germany, which is an old town here, where, really discovering St. Peter's Cathedral in here, and going in and doing a full city tour here. Krems is an old a university town, where we go in and again, doing a full city tour and a wine tour here that you can visit. And then, of course, speaking about UNESCO sites, is sailing down the Vaco Valley. This is an 18-mile stretch where you'll be sailing down and listening to our program director telling you all about the castles as you sail down the Vaco Valley. As I mentioned, an 18-mile journey there. And then, of course, if you're looking for something a little bit longer, you can't decide between the Rhine or the Danube, I highly recommend our Grand European Tour. This is a 15-day itinerary. You've got the Rhine on one end, you've got the Danube on the other end, you've got a little bit of the Main in the middle. So this is a 15-day itinerary with 12 guided tours visiting 4 countries. And again, if you'd like to make that longer, you can always add a pre and post onto that. So again, you've got our wine getaway itinerary, and you've got our romantic Danube, and then you've got which we combined as the blue is our Grand European Tour, which also includes Vienna. And Vienna, to me, is an absolutely beautiful town, especially during Christmas time at the Christmas time markets. I truly believe that it is Christmas in a snow snow globe. Also, we, as I mentioned, 21 rivers. So we also sail down the Douro. We sail in Egypt. We also have India now, which is brand new to us, just to name a few. But going into our France river journeys, I wanted to mention on the top left-hand corner is our Paris and Heart of Normandy. This is an 8-day itinerary, and even if we have one Canadian on board, we will take you to Juno Beach. So speaking about our Christmas time markets, this is an off-season product where you'll have less crowds, more savings, and I truly believe if anybody on here watches your Hallmark channels, it truly is Christmas time in a snow globe. It's one of my favorite itineraries. It's just absolutely stunning with glühwein and hot pretzels, going to the Christmas time markets all at the same time, of course, having your daily excursions as well. So again, this is an off-season product. It does sell quite quickly. So just to keep that in mind, if you're looking for something a little bit magical, I highly recommend our Christmas time markets. Now let's just talk about our ships. So we are a Scandinavian design. We are Norwegian owned. If you remember from the video, you can see the light wood, the open spaces really letting the outside in. This is, I'm going to take you kind of through a walking tour here. So this is our 2-deck atrium. You're going to start to see the similarities when we go from river, ocean, and expedition. But this is our 2-deck atrium. This is our guest services. Just as you're going up the stairs on the right and the left-hand side of that wall, that's your coffee stations with your specialty coffees. And again, remember I mentioned the muffins and the cookies all at the same time, enjoying with your coffee and your tea. And really good hot chocolate, by the way, as well. But just on behind that wall is our Viking Lounge. And just behind us on the second level is our restaurant where we have, I mentioned, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where we have wine and beer included with lunch and dinner. And of course, you know, the flavors of the destination. We have on our menu, we have a left and a right side. And the left side is your classics, your steak, your chicken, your fish, your vegetarian. Then on your right side, you're going to have that destination flavor. So depending where we're sailing through, for example, Germany, you're going to have a German night. You know, France, we're going to have a French night. So really, if you feel like steak and you can't decide between a steak or schnitzel from our German night, you know, you can have both, but maybe save steak for tomorrow night and really enjoy the German cuisine tonight. So again, lots of options. Of course, if you're celiac, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, anything, please let the advisors know with BES Travel, and they'll be making sure to you know, share those details with us, and we'll get those to our yield department on our ships. So just behind that wall, excuse me, this is our Viking Lounge and our Viking Bar. This is where we actually have afternoon tea at 4 o'clock, where we have a 3-tier platter with scones and pastries and sandwiches, all at the same time, enjoying 12 different types of tea. You can sit back, relax, enjoy the view as we're sailing through the beautiful 21 rivers. Aquavit Terrace, as I mentioned, this is where we have our breakfast, lunch, and dinner a la carte. So lots of places for you to sit back, relax, and have something to eat and something to drink. This is our sun deck. It's a 360-degree view. You can see we're right in the heart of the cities, the towns, the villages, right within walking distance. And then, of course, our staterooms. As I mentioned, all king-size beds. And then, of course, our bathrooms, non-fog mirrors, as well as heated mirrors, not fog mirrors and heated floors. I apologize there. So this is our Explorer Suite sitting room, and this is 445 square feet. When you see the word suite, this means that there's a sitting area plus a bedroom. So again, all our staterooms is maximum 2 people, but if you've met some friends on board, you're more than welcome to bring them here, have something to drink. And then, of course, we have our bathroom with, of course, we have our beautiful toiletries, of course. And you know, I know you're all looking at this, and you can imagine saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm not taking a shower." Wow, everybody can see in. Believe it or not, there's a button that you just press, and it kind of puts a blind as you go down, so nobody's looking out. So don't looking in, I should say. So don't worry about that. And then, of course, the veranda suite, which is 275 square feet, a little bit smaller, but again, a sitting area plus your bedroom. Now, this is our sweet spot. This is our, a veranda suite bathroom, as you can see, quite large, with marble bathrooms here. This is our sweet spot. This is our veranda stateroom. Again, remember, as I mentioned, for anybody that's joined us a little bit later, is that all staterooms are outside staterooms. So this is our veranda stateroom, 205 square feet. Again, king size bed. Of course, heated floors, non-fog mirrors, that is in all the bathrooms. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we sail over 21 rivers. We're actually now open for 2028. So we have Asia, we have Egypt, we have India, just to name a few. We sail on the Douro. And brand new to us for 2026 is we now have the Rhine and the Main Explorer. And anybody that's joined us a little bit later, even as I mentioned, Paris in the heart of Normandy, when we have one, even if we have one Canadian on board, we will take them to Juno Beach. So speaking about brand new itineraries, this is our brand new itinerary, is our brand new ship as well, is our Viking Brahmutra. She's actually starts sailing in 2027. And I had mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, once you sailed on Viking, you become a loyal Viking passenger. And really, because you'll start to see the similarities between the ships, you'll love our family on board. And at the end of the day, all you're looking for is a new itinerary. So this is our new itinerary, Viking Brahmutra, which is Delhi to Delhi. And we launched her Viking Brahmutra, I believe it was in July, and she was sold out within hours. Now, with a deposit, we'll talk about a deposit a little bit later, but some cancellations are happening. So if this is something you're looking for, definitely reach out to the consultants and they will share what availability we have. So Wonders of India, which is Delhi to Delhi, 15-day itinerary, visiting one country, sailing down the Brahmutra, absolutely beautiful itinerary here. And of course, you can also do a pre and post with 2 nights up to 5 nights as well. Sailing Egypt with Viking is another itinerary that we have. We have 2 ships at the moment. We have 4 more ships coming in the next 2 years at 82 passengers with 41 staterooms. Again, Scandinavian design, really letting the outside in with the light woods. But one of our itineraries here is our pharaohs and pyramids, a 12-day itinerary with 11 guided tours visiting one country. As I said, very popular itinerary, and we're just building more ships because of the demand of our clients. So again, absolutely beautiful itinerary. And again, you can do a pre and post, and you can also stay a little bit longer there. This is our ship right here. She has a pool on board. And again, all outside staterooms. This is the exterior of our Osiris class ship. Again, beautiful ships here. And this is our infinity pool. And again, when you're starting to see these pictures, you'll see with the furniture, the glassware, the dishware, everything, you're going to start to see the similarities between all the ships. So on our ship here, we have our infinity pool. Again, just like our Aqua V Terrace, this is our sun deck. And then our Aqua V Terrace that we have on all our ships. And then, of course, our lounge bar, which looks very similar to our European ships with the piano bar here. And then, of course, our guest services here, which are very similar to our ocean ships as well, which you'll start to see. So we have a few suites here. This is our Explorer suite. This is the living room area. Lots of place for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And this is the bedroom from the Explorer suite. So again, outside staterooms, a place for you on the veranda where you can go outside, sit back and relax and really take in the view outside. And then, of course, we have our veranda suite. This is the living room here, a little bit smaller of a stateroom. And this is our veranda suite bedroom here. Lots of choices when it comes to our staterooms. Again, so you'll always have a choice depending on the budget from our veranda up to our Explorer suites there. Now, going into our ocean ships, as I mentioned, all under 1,000 passengers, and I'm just going to show you a
The
short video
All-Veranda
here.
Viking Star, Viking Sea, and Viking Sky are the ships our river guests inspired us to build. With just 930 guests, these small ships are thoughtfully designed to enrich your journey in every aspect. And because of our size, we're able to dock in prime locations. We also use the latest green technology, and all our ocean ships meet the strictest environmental regulations. Outside, our main pool with retractable roof is always perfect for a swim, even if the weather should be less than perfect. And we didn't just add an aft pool, we created the infinity pool to give you a sense of swimming right in your destination. When you yearn for serenity, the Winter Garden is the place to unplug and indulge in an afternoon tea service. Even the spa experience has been reimagined. In addition to holistic methods, we follow Nordic tradition with a treatment that combines an invigorating sauna with our remarkable snow grotto, where snowflakes gently descend from the ceiling through chilled air to greatly improve the body's circulation. Every destination has its own flavor, and on board Viking Star, Sea and Sky, you can taste them all. Our menus feature regional specialties made with locally sourced ingredients, along with always available American classics. There are multiple dining options, from relaxed and casual to our elegant restaurant. Perhaps you'd enjoy the chef's table for a specially prepared tasting menu complete with wine pairings. Or Manfredi's Italian restaurant for a classic Italian antipasto, delicious handmade pasta, or tempting tiramisu. If a quiet, private meal is what you desire, we offer 24-hour room service. And since the ultimate dining room is the great outdoors, Viking Star and her sister ships each offer more al fresco dining experiences than any other ships at sea. And then, of course, there are the accommodations. Great care was taken to ensure that every stateroom is an inviting home on the water, designed with the understated elegance Viking has come to be known for. The choices range from comfortable staterooms to spacious suites. And every one has a veranda, so you're always just steps away from stunning views. Join us as we usher in a new era of ocean cruising. On board the ships of Viking, you'll enjoy ocean cruising reimagined, while exploring the world in comfort.
I hope you enjoyed that video. So again, I'm just going to show you one more quick short video of the inside of the ship. So seeing from the 2-deck atrium, we now have a 3-deck atrium, and this is where you can sit back, relax, enjoy the views, have something to drink. This is our main living room area. We really, as I mentioned, we want you to feel home away from home, the comfort of your own home, and enjoy your destination cruise. And this is our Explorers Lounge, going from that, here we have a 2-deck Explorers Lounge, again, sitting back, taking in the view, the serenity. Just behind the wall, under the stairs here, we have Pops, which is another bar area where you can have something to drink. Now, it is a 38 Canadian dollar fee per day for our Spirit beverage package, which will give you unlimited drinks there, as well as we truly believe Torstein Hagen loves going off and supporting the local wineries, and he loves to bring on new wines on board. So you, as I mentioned, wine and beer included with lunch and dinner, but you are more than welcome to bring alcohol on board, and there is no corkage fee. You can drink it in your stateroom, in the lounge, in the dining room, wherever you like, if you really enjoy another wine that you would like to drink on board. This is our winter garden. This is in front of our pool area, again, where we have our afternoon tea, where you have the 3-tier platter with the scones, pastries, sandwiches, all at the same time, enjoying 12 different types of tea. This is our main pool. This is our heated pool, and as Karina was mentioning, depending on season and weather, it is a retractable roof. And of course, we also have our evening movies here, our destination movies, and at the aft of our ship, this is where we have our infinity pool. The spa. Now, as I mentioned, we are a Norwegian company, so we are known for a Nordic wellness, and this is our spa. This is where you can actually, and this is included, believe it or not, no additional fee to use our spa. And this is with the Nordic wellness, really opening those pores, going from hot to cold and cold to hot, using the warm beds, the heated beds, the heated waters here, a sauna, and then of course we also have a snow grotto. I know Canadians, we're done with the snow, but again, really going from the hot to the cold and the cold to the hot, really opening those pores. Those are included. Speaking about included, at no additional charge, we also have our dining options. We have 8 dining options, no fee for anywhere on our ship to eat. And we have our main restaurant. Now we have 2 specialty restaurants, which you saw in the video. Manfredi's, which is our Italian fresh baked pasta. And then our chef's table. This is wine pairing, small tapas more. So these 2 restaurants are reservations, but they are included. We also have our Aqua Viteras, which you saw from our river cruises, and then Manson's. Manson's is named after Torstein's mother, where you get Norwegian waffles, split pea soup, open face sandwiches. Again, you are not going to go hungry on our cruises. Pool grill. We spoke about our winter garden with afternoon tea, and of course 24-hour room service. So if you want to relax in the morning and you want to take your time, have some room service, enjoy. Maybe a midnight snack or something. Please do not hesitate to reach out to our room service. So again, all 8 dining options are included at no extra fee. Again, we're not nickel and diming you. We want you to feel, again, that you don't have to pay for vacation while on vacation. So of course, our staterooms, again, being open area, Scandinavian design, absolutely beautiful. This is our owner suite. This is, I believe it sits up to 16, but again, maximum 2 sleeping. But if you meet some friends, sailing with family, you're more than welcome to bring them in here, have a drink. But again, this is a sitting area in the owner's suite, and this is the bedroom. For our owner's suite bedroom, and then of course our suite bathroom as well. 2 sinks here, stone, and again, all categories and all staterooms on all ships do have our specialty toiletries as well. This is our Explorer Suite sitting area. So again, if you'd like to order room service, you are more than welcome to enjoy it here. And then of course our veranda, where you can sit back and enjoy those serenity views there. We also have our Explorer Suite bathroom. It's the only suite that has a bathtub with our bathroom. And then, of course, our Penthouse Junior Suite. You could see the separation between the living room as well as the bedroom here. And then, of course, this is a sitting area, all outside staterooms. And then, of course, our Penthouse Junior Suite, again, with our specialty toiletries as well. 2 sinks there. And then this is, again, the sweet spot. This is our penthouse veranda, depending on your budget. But again, all king size bed, all outside staterooms, non-heated, heated floors, non-fog mirrors. But I like this stateroom. I love because, ladies, while the gentlemen are getting ready, we can still sit back and have our vanity right in front of us, which is part of the desk area here. Now, a couple of highlights. As I mentioned, we sail over 5 oceans. One of our newest itineraries that we have is our British Isle Explorer. And this is, I want to say, is I do a lot of presentations, and I'm finding that a lot of clients out there are, asking more Scotland, Ireland, London. What about not packing and unpacking every 2 days and really still exploring and enjoying, Scotland and England and Ireland all at the same time? So this is our newest itinerary. This is our British Isles Explorer. This is a 15-day itinerary with 12 guided tours here, visiting 6 countries. Course, being a Norwegian company, we are known for our Viking homelands. This is another new itinerary, 15-day itinerary, visiting 11 countries. And this is, of course, starting in Stockholm and ending in Bergen, Sweden to Norway. And again, you can do the reverse and visiting 6 countries here. And then we also have our Mediterranean Odyssey. This is a fabulous itinerary. I'm actually doing this itinerary in June, so I'm really excited about this. This is starting in Barcelona, ending in Venice, where we actually are going in. You've got a little bit of Barcelona, Spain in here, and you got a little bit of France with Marseille, and then you're going to do really from the top of the boot to the bottom of the boot, Italy, and ending in Greece and Croatia. It's absolutely stunning itinerary here. And remember, with every itinerary that we have, this is every port includes an excursion. And of course, we go over many other itineraries, but those are our top ones for now. And as I mentioned, we are open for sale for 2028. So lots of itineraries here with our Mediterranean Adriatic, of course, our Scandinavia and Northern Europe as well, the Americas, the Caribbean, Asia, and Australia. If you're looking for something a little bit different and you're loving what I'm saying all about river, and you want to add a little bit of ocean, why not do both? Ocean and river voyages. You can do a 15-day itinerary with our Rhine getaway, adding on to the Viking shores and fjords. So this is a 15-day itinerary, or you can make it a 22-day itinerary with our Grand European Tour. Remember at the beginning, that 15-day itinerary, which has got the Rhine, the Danube, a little bit of the Main, and now you're going to add the Viking fjords on top of that. So again, that is a 22-day itinerary, which you can have with river and ocean. Now, going into our expedition ships, we have 2 expedition ships here. We have our Actantes and our Polaris, 378 passengers. I'm doing the Antarctica, the Antarctic, and the Canadian lakes. So I'm just going to show you a video here on our expedition ships.
Viking is ready to explore the polar regions and the Great Lakes in comfort. Our right-sized, purpose-built polar-class vessels, Viking Actantes and Viking Polaris, are designed for expedition voyages. Small enough to navigate remote polar regions, yet large enough to provide superior handling and stability, delivering the extraordinary expedition experience you should expect from Viking. These are the thinking person's expeditions. Profound voyages of discovery, created for curious travelers. On board, the Explorer's Lounge is an ideal place to sample aquavit, a craft beer, or perhaps Norwegian specialties from Mumsens, a casual gourmet deli named for my grandmother, the Hagen family matriarch, that's also well known for its signature waffles. At the aft is the Aquavit Bar and Terrace, complete with an invigorating indoor to outdoor pool, the Tepidarium, flanked by a Caldarium pool on one side and Frigidarium on the other. Or head for the Finse Terrace, its comfortable couches and lava rock fire pits, located next door to the expansive Aula Theatre. This stunning panoramic auditorium, inspired by the University of Oslo's famed ceremonial hall, features a retractable 4K laser projected screen that exposes spectacular 270-degree views from floor to ceiling windows. Home to lectures, daily briefings, science presentations, and films, it's the world's most advanced venue for learning at sea. Exploration beyond our Viking expedition ships is designed to be effortless. To accomplish this key design goal, Viking created the hangar, an industry first. The enclosed marina permits guests to embark watercraft sheltered from the inclement weather. Also overlooking the hangar is the Science Lab, a wet and dry laboratory developed in partnership with the University of Cambridge and Aquaplan Neva, which allows our scientists to conduct meaningful research and encourages guests' interaction. Additional knowledge centres are found throughout both ships, all to provide abundant opportunities for our guests to learn and discover as we explore the far corners of the globe. In the spa, immerse yourself in healthy Scandinavian traditions. From the sauna and snow grotto to a relaxing massage. Or enjoy a Nordic bathing ritual, an invigorating experience, moving from the cold of our snow grotto to a bade stump, the traditional Norwegian wood-sided hot tub. Dining brings many of the choices that Viking is known for, including Manfredi's for Italian cuisine and a private dining option. The restaurant, our elegant dining venue, the World Cafe for international flavors in casually elegant surroundings, the Aquavit Bar, and Mumson's, as well as 24-hour room service options. In our staterooms, sweeping views are yours from our Nordic balcony. A private sunroom with floor-to-ceiling, distortion-free glass that lowers to create a sheltered alfresco viewing platform. Our expedition vessels have a wide range of staterooms from which to choose, including spacious, elegant explorer suites, as well as the expansive owner's suite, an inviting home away from home, with the most exclusive accommodations and amenities on board. Viking expeditions reveal a breathtaking view of the planet in its purest state. We look forward to welcoming you on board.
I hope you enjoyed that video. So again, you can see the similarities between river, ocean, and expedition. This is our Finn's Terrace at the aft of our ship, where you can sit back with our hot stone fire pits, and then going to our aula. We actually have 25 scientists that live on board that are there to share their learnings, their teachings. You can interact with them, again, going into the lab. But this is our aula, where we also have our program director that will share presentations. We have our TED Talks here. So there's a lot of presentations that are done in the aula. Going from the 2-deck Explorers Lounge on our ocean, this is our 1-deck Explorers Lounge, again, enjoying views, where we have Pop's bar here, where you can enjoy a drink, whether it's a coffee, a specialty drink, whatever you'd like. This is our lab. As Karina was mentioning, it's actually 430 square feet here, where you can come in, you can interact with our scientists. We have biologists that live on board, many different types of scientists. So again, you can interact with them, you can learn from them, and of course, hear what they have to say. The lab is overlooking our state-of-the-art. One of the industry's first is our hangar, where we have our military pro Zodiacs. We have, I believe there's about 100 2-seater kayaks, our 12-seater convertible special operation boats, and then, of course, we have our 2-seater submarines. As I mentioned, we have 2 ships, 2 yellow submarines on each ship. And now you can guess what is Torstein's favorite band. Yes, it's the Beatles, and each submarine is named after a beetle. And then, of course, we spoke about the thermal spa being the Nordic wellness, going from hot to cold and cold to hot, really opening those pores. That's included. Our fitness centers included. Our classes are included. So again, really, wanting you to feel when on vacation to fully enjoy your vacation. We spoke about all outside staterooms. Now, they're a little bit different from our expeditions from our river and ocean. River and ocean, of course, open from left to right. And then our Nordic balcony, really getting the full view, is opening from top to bottom for that view of the expedition, the waters there. So, of course, one of our top itineraries here is our Antarctica explores Buenos Aires to Ushuaia, going down the Drake Passage and having a itinerary, as I mentioned, every port, including an excursion. If anybody is outside, closer to the Welland Canal, living there, this is actually our ships that are going in Port Colborne, going down the Welland Canal, doing the Great Lakes. Great Lakes that we offer here is our Niagara and the Great Lakes, our Niagara Explorer, and then, of course, our undiscovered Great Lakes as well. We have our Great Lakes collection, which is a 15-day itinerary, Duluth to Toronto, visiting Thunder Bay, sailing down Lake Superior, going into Sault Ste. Marie, of course, Georgian Bay, Windsor, Ontario, Niagara Falls, Toronto, and of course, the scenic Welland Canal. So that is our Duluth to Toronto. One of the itineraries that I want to mention as well is which is new to us, is our Canada and Greenland Explorer. This is a 15-day itinerary. You've got Toronto, which is, of course, in Ontario. So sailing from Ontario to Quebec to Newfoundland, all the way up to Greenland. Now, if you want to make this 15-day itinerary, you can make this a 27-day itinerary. Again, you've got Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, Greenland, and Nunavut. So again, an absolutely beautiful itinerary, going from Toronto up to Greenland from a 15-day itinerary, and then making a 17-day itinerary, adding Nunavut there as well. And then, of course, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Lots of promotions going on. If you are a past passenger, we have, for the month of February, we have our double past guest discount, which is up to $800 per couple. And then, of course, we have our book guest exclusive, which is an additional $1,000 per couple, and all it takes is a $25 deposit. That's it. It's a half a tank of gas to put a deposit down for your cruise with Viking. I mentioned we are open for sale up to 2028. We are actually about 80% sold out for 2026 right now. So again, we have 2026, 27, and 28 for river, ocean, and expedition. So there's some great promotions going on right now. And of course, I want to thank you today for joining me. And today, if you book within the next 2 weeks, you will also receive a $100 shipboard credit per person, on top of all the other promotions out there. So again, I want to thank you all for joining me today, and I'm just going to end with one video for you to fully see river, ocean, and expedition. you for joining me this evening. And if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Thank you, Hillary. That was wonderful. Book me, will you please?
Always.
We've got about 9 minutes. If there's any quick questions that Hillary can ask, throw them in the chat. Okay, you identified your target market early in the presentation as mature couples. Do you have any programs targeted to make solo travelers feel comfortable?
Absolutely. We do have now every sailing and every itinerary, we do have a select amount of staterooms that are available for solos, but they do go fast. I will tell you that. But you know what? You should never feel that you need a solo cruise. You meet so many friends while sailing on, because we're such a small ship, we're so intimate that you are going to meet tons of friends that will become family. And of course, never feel any way when you're sailing with Viking.
That's awesome, Hillary. Yes, this is recorded, and Arlie, who is in charge of our marketing department, she'll be putting it on our website. So you'll be able to go onto our website, have a look. Michaela's probably already answered that question now, but it is accessible and it will be accessible for a very long time. One thing I did want to say, Hillary, thank you so much for showing everyone that there is such a thing as cruising on the river and then immediately following cruising on ocean. Very, very few companies, if anyone, does that. And it's an actual awesome opportunity for you to experience both types of vessels.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's, again, it becomes a 15-day or a 22-day itinerary, right? So yes. And again, we offer, and then if you don't want to do the both together, of course, we do offer separate, but lots of opportunities if you're looking for that destination.
No, that's awesome. And we'll just finish here because there's no other questions in there. And we've gone our complete hour, which I want to thank you, Hillary, for again joining us on a Wednesday evening and showcasing our preferred partner in Viking Cruise Lines and all three types of vessels. There's certainly something out there for everyone. Remember all of the incentives. One of our advisors at any of our locations throughout the province of Ontario are more than happy to help you. You can reach anyone at 1-800-561-4275 or obviously bstvacations.ca. And one of our advisors would be more than happy to walk you through the whole process, the program, all of the incentives so that you ensure that you get the best value for your Viking holiday. So on behalf of the entire BST team and family, from ours to yours, Hillary, thank you so much. And we really appreciate everyone's time tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Oh, Scott, that's good.